Hey again, let me try implement array or one-dimension array in Kotlin. So to get started, create a new class, name it array, and enter. Make sure you build this function, which is main function. So to define array, you have to think about the data type of array. So let me suppose I define array for integer variable. So I say variable array init. This is name of my function. Equal. I say array, the word of array, then t. T is the template. It means the data type of this array. What you want to have? I want to have integer. Okay, give it integer. How many elements you have in this array? Let's suppose I have 5 elements. Then you have to give them initial value for the L element. You just open a bracket and a close. If you see say it 0, that means you have 5 location. Let me just draw this code. What he will do? He will do basically this. He will create function. The function have 5 location, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one, all these you give them 0 because you index them by 0. Okay, and this one index 0, this index 1, 2, 3, 4. To print like number 3, you just say, hey, for example, print line, basically easiest. You say array for whatever for 3 will be equal to this array init for 3, which is 0, 1, 2, 3. So this one should be 4, because why 4? Because this is the message and this is the real data, because this is the normal location start 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, but the real one, this one first location, second location, third location, 4, 5. So you could do it here just if you want, just to be more convention. You see array for 3, what he will show you, he have to show you 0, because now an array of 3 is 0. So to get access to index of any element in the array, you just open a bracket, close it, and you give it the index. See, array of 3 is 0. If you want add value in array of 3, so I say array integer for location 3, give it value 55. That means he will go to the location 3 here and he will add here 55. So instead 0, first initialize it, but then he will say, okay, you want to add 55 here. Okay, let me add 55 for you here. Now if you just rerun the code, he will show you in the location 0, 55. He just update the value for you. So yes, this is basically how you set and get element in the array. Make sure from this strategies with array. First of all, you define a right array, you define the data type for array, give it size, how many elements you have, initial value for all. Then when you want to set any element, you give the index for that element, you give it value. When you want to display any element, see, he show it. Now let me print all elements. So I want here to print all array elements. So I say, hey, print line, and I say all element. Okay, then I do, so to print element I have to have for loop. So I say, okay, for element in this way in the array list. So any element in array list, then I say print it for me. So print. This is good way also, print line for the element. So now he will go loop through all these elements and he will print all element for me. I know all the location is 0, I have only value here. And yeah, this is basically how implement element in array. So element in the array list. So that means he will go first one, second one, third, 3, 4, 5. See, 0, 0, 0, 55, 0. Because I already give them initial value 0 for all. So this is a way. And there is a way of indexing. Like you say, okay, for index should be in the index I want from 0. Did you see the index? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So from 0 to 4. And you say print it, same thing. But now when I say print line, I have to print the element by the index. I have array list here, I have to print it by the index. Same result, but here you access to the element by index, and here you access to the element by object. So by object, here you say by index. Okay, you just by index. This is basically how to run array. So yeah, this is how we define array and how we initialize all value for that array element by element, and how we will be able to print them in seconds. It's really good to understand how to work with array. We will use it a lot. See, this is same data that you get it in this one, second one. If you want to have another array which is just have strings, okay, go ahead, say var array, whatever any name you want to give it, str. Then you say I have array, and this array will take string, and I will give initial, I need four element in this array, and I will give initial value empty. So that means all the location will be empty. Now let me assign values for this location. How many element I have? I have 4. So I say, hey, for loop index in 0 to how much? To 3. Why to 3? Because for location I will start from 0. Now I want to input the for every element from the screen. That's mean, okay, for index, this one, every element, he will get data from the screen, whatever a user enter from the screen. So I would say read line, hopefully read line will read it. So now for every element I get the value from the screen, I added here. I think this one needs some conversion, but why? See, yes, you just add this one in the case of the null. Then he will continue, but make sure to say, hey, print, ask him to enter the element, enter. So which is basically, if you want to do it in string, make it nicer, you say in this way, open a bracket, you give it the index, then you just close the bracket in this way. Or you know how you do it. If you don't interesting in this way, too many strings, you say, hey, I would do it the $sign. That means the index will be equal. Just asking user to enter, and then when we're done, I want to print all these elements in the same way. He entered here. I just want to print them here. So instead of asking user, I would just print the element by saying a plus array string for index, which is this one. Okay. Hopefully now this one will give us good results. So let me see. Now when he go in this location, he will ask me to enter data for all the elements, then he will print that data. Really easy, straightforward example how to use array and how we could add values in the location. See, he asked me for location 0. I would say Hussein, location 1 Jana, Leia, Ahmed, and see here he give me all the data. He said Hussein, string array Jana, because I didn't say print line, that's all these will be one beside another. So please just you say print line, you will never see, sorry for that voice, you will never see that again. Okay, so let me see what we have for now. So array for 0, Jana, Jane, Leia, whatever, Hussein. Wow, so this is Ahmed. See, he give me all the data for every location. So this is basically how to work with array. Hopefully you understand it. Hopefully everything was clear for you. Here we done. Thank you for watching and see you next.